So before your form, your web page or web design or web pages were just like newspapers. They were just like newspapers. See, whenever I read a newspaper, it is one-way communication. I get information from it, but I cannot put something into the newspaper. So before your forms came into the picture, your HTML or your web pages were just one way of communication. They were conveying you the information, but you cannot interact with them. You were not able to interact with the web. You are not able to interact. You are not able to put some input to it. So in order to do that, they introduced form. Okay. So form is one which makes your form makes your web pages more interactive. More interactive. You can make your web pages more interactive whenever you are using form, because form includes many input elements. What is that? Form includes many input elements. Okay. So what are that input elements? We'll see one together. Is that right? So form is a container tag. So obviously it is going to have a starting and closing tag. So form is normally placed in the body tag. So now form is going to is a container tag. It is going to have different things. It is going to have different attributes, method and action. Okay. So now there are two attributes which are associated with your form. So form method is nothing but either get or post. Method is either get or post. Very important thing is most of the technical questions they'll ask from this difference between get or post, get on post, which we'll be discussing in the further classes when we go. So it can be method can be either get or post. If I don't define anything, by default it is get. By default it is get. So what is action attribute? Is action attribute is one. Whenever you are submitting your form, what should be done? Where the request has to go. So whenever you have a form in your web page, whenever you are clicking a button, the request will be submitted. So request will be submitted to which one? That we are going to give here. It is normally your URL. We'll be giving your URL here. So later we'll discuss about this attribute. Okay. So form is a container tag. So in this we are going to give your input elements. Okay. So what are that input elements? One by one we'll see. Okay. So the first one is text field. First one is text field. Okay. You have a tag called input type. Input type. Okay. So here input type is equal to text. If you are giving it, you are going to get a text field. You'll get a text box like this. You'll get a text box like this where user can enter the input. Okay. Here also it is going to have two attributes, name and value. So name is nothing but a name for this field. Name. Value is nothing but the default value that you want to display. If you want to display any default value here, for example, you are putting a name means enter your name. Once I click that, the text will be displaying and will go. But in HTML5 we have different concepts which we'll be discussing later. I'm talking about basic HTML. So now input type is equal to text means I'll get a text box or text field. The second one is password. So what should I do is input type is equal to password. Same field, same attributes, everything is same. Okay, it is a standalone tag. You can close it here. If you don't give this hash also, no issues. So input type is equal to password. Whenever I give password, I get the same text field, but whatever text I am entering, the text will be in encrypted form. It will be displayed in encrypted form, either dots. Normally, whatever I am entering, it will be displayed in the form of dots. Is that right? So now, the third field is button. Okay, so I can say input type is equal to button. I will get a button. I'll get a button. You will get a button like this. What is the label that you want on the button? You can give in the value field. Whatever value field you are giving, you'll get it. Okay. Or you can give type is equal to input, type is equal to submit. Submit. So by default, you will get submit button. By default, you'll be getting submit button. Is that right? So to create button, you have to use the same input tag. Input type is equal to button, type equal to submit. What is the name and value fields? I told you name is for giving a name for it. Value is the label that is displayed here. Is that right? So now first we'll create a simple login form, and I'll show you. We'll create a small login form, and we'll design a simple login form. Okay, I'll show you practically. We'll see a simple login form. You can also try it. You can open the browser. You can open any IDE, and you can try it. Okay, any labels you can give directly. Username. So I'll write input type is equal to text. So next I write password input type is equal to password. So again I'll write input type is equal to, directly I'll put submit. Okay. So this is the end of my form. Okay, now if I run it, I'll get the login form. Okay, so see, if they are not in a proper alignment, I'll put a BR tag. Whenever I put a BR tag, I'll get one line break. Similarly, I'll put a BR tag here. Is it fine? Yeah, between these thing also you want one more BR tag also you can give it, because both the text boxes are coinciding with each other. You can bring it down. Is that right? So this is how, see, if I enter a text, it appears in a normal way. If I enter anything, it will be displayed in encrypted form. So this is my submit button. I gave by default submit. So by default, whenever I click this, it will automatically get submitted. It automatically gets submitted. You can make it more. This thing means you can put a background. I think you know all this. You give some color, you will be getting it. EG color, I think. Okay, like this, you can get the form. Whatever your design. See, I did not give anything. If you want, you can make it as a paragraph tag. For your labels, you can make it as a paragraph tag. Okay, this label also. Here also, I can make it as a paragraph tag. If you don't give, also no problem. Whatever you give as it is, it will be displayed. Okay. So, okay, this is how you can design your HTML form, which is the way of interacting. So now I can give some inputs. I can make it more interactive. Is that right? So the first element that we have seen is text field, and the second element we have seen is password. The third one is button. Okay. Similarly, you can have some other things. Okay. For example, I want to have a checkbox or something. Okay, so I can put it. I will say okay. For that we have a tag called select. for example, I'm asking you to select the country you belong to. The tag is select. Okay, then the label whichever you want, you can write here as select your country. Okay, so I get the countries whichever I want, I can select. This is how you can create a drop down list. Sorry, not checkbox, a drop down list. So drop down list you can use by using select. Okay, select tag you can use for creating a drop down list. Okay, so if you want to create a checkbox, as I told you, input type is equal to checkbox. So you can specify the name or value, whatever you want. Similar way, I create one more checkbox. One more checkbox. Okay. This is spelling mistake in the attribute. Right? Okay, but you are not getting. You have to put the name here. And put the name here. Like this, you can get. So this is how you can create a checkbox. If you want a radio button, you have to give radio. Okay, radio button. Okay, so if you should not allow multiple selections, means you can group them. You can group them as radio buttons. Okay. So it would be better if you design some page like a registration form.